Today I almost didn't train. I was tired, my legs felt heavy, and honestly, the last thing I felt like doing was putting on my running shoes. And I think this is something people don't really talk about when it comes to running or training consistently. When you see all these runners online, it can look like everyone's just super motivated all the time and like everyone's smashing these incredible workouts and hitting these incredible fast paces and feeling amazing every single time they train. But the reality of it is a lot of the time you're actually just exhausted. Your legs are sore, you didn't sleep well, you've worked all day, and the last thing you feel like doing is going to train. So today I wanted to talk about what I actually do on the days when I'm really tired, but I still want to stay consistent with my training. Because those days happen a lot more often than people think. When people first start running or exercising, I think there's this expectation that every session is going to feel good. You imagine that you're going to feel energized, motivated, and ready to go every time. But the longer you do it, the more you realize a lot of sessions actually feel pretty average. Some days your body just feels heavy, your legs feel tight, everything takes a little bit more effort than usual. And when you're training multiple days a week, fatigue just kind of becomes a part of the process. Your body is adapting, you're asking more from it, and that means you're not always going to feel fresh. So for me recently, I've definitely been feeling this a lot more, and I've been trying to build my running back up again and train more consistently, and some days my body just feels so wrecked. And also another element of it is sometimes I'm just so mentally drained from the day, and the thought of going on a run or ride just feels so hard. But over time, I've realized these are actually the days that matter the most, because consistency isn't built on the days when you feel amazing. It's built on the days you don't really feel like doing it, but you still show up anyway. One of the biggest mistakes I think we make when we start training is believing that every workout has to be hard or intense. Like if it's not a hard run or a fast run, then somehow it doesn't count. But that mindset is actually what burns people out really quickly. So most good training isn't about smashing yourself every session. It's about showing up consistently over a long period of time, which, can feel daunting. And once I understood that, it actually changed the way that I approached training on the days when I feel really tired. So when I'm exhausted, instead of forcing myself to do a perfect workout, I usually do a few different things. The first thing I'll do is lower intensity. If I had planned a faster run or something a bit harder, I'll slow it down and just focus on moving. I'll take the pressure off the session. I remind myself that it doesn't need to be this perfect workout. It just needs to be something. And a lot of the times once I start moving, I actually feel better than I expected. Another thing I do often is swap the workout. If my legs feel really sore or really tight, sometimes running just isn't the best option, especially for me coming off of an injury on my hip. I have to be mindful. So instead I might just jump on the bike. It still keeps me moving, it still helps my fitness, but it's a lower impact on my body. And sometimes that's exactly what I need. Another thing that helps me a lot is shortening the session. Instead of telling myself I need to complete a full workout, I'll just aim for like 20 to 30 minutes of movement, because something is always better than nothing. And interestingly, a lot of the time, once you get going, you just end up doing the whole workout anyway. But even if you don't, you still showed up, and that counts. I also think there's something really powerful mentally about training on the days you do not feel like it, because those are the sessions that actually build discipline. Motivation comes and goes, we all know that, but discipline is what will keep you going when motivation disappears. And the more you show up on those harder days, the more you build the mental strength. Over time, that's what creates real consistency. So if you're someone who's training right now and you've been feeling really tired some days, just know that it's actually completely normal. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Most of the time, it actually means you're doing great. You're putting in the work. That's why you're tired. So training fatigue is a part of the process. Your body is adapting, you're building fitness, and sometimes the goal of the workout isn't to feel amazing or run fast. Sometimes the goal is just to show up. And honestly, those are usually the workouts that matter the most. If you're also on your own running journey or you're trying to stay consistent with training, I'd love to know how you deal with those tired days. So let me know in the comments what you usually do when you don't feel like training. And if you enjoy running content, cycling content, training updates, and just the real side of trying to stay consistent with fitness, feel free to subscribe because I'll be sharing a lot more of that here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.